Shalom, my beloved brothers and sisters in MASHIACH. Today, I want to share a strong but necessary message, especially for those who are in leadership or desire to lead in the assemblies of Yahuah. We live in a time when many have taken positions of authority, but do not reflect the heart of a servant, nor do they handle the word of Yahuah with reverence and truth. This is a call back to the original order: humility, obedience, and devotion to the Torah and the prophets, just as it was in the early assembly. Leadership in the assembly must be servanthood, not domination. YAHUSHA HaMashiach gave us the perfect example of what leadership looks like. Matthew 20:25-28. Ye know that the princes of the Gentiles exercise dominion over them, but it shall not be so among you. But whosoever will be great among you, let him be your minister. And whosoever will be chief among you, let him be your servant. Even as the Son of Man came not to be ministered unto, but to minister, and to give his life a ransom for many. If you are in leadership, you are not above the people. You are beneath them, lifting them up, serving them, helping them walk the narrow path. Don't teach presumptively only what Yahuah has commanded. Too many are teaching on matters they have no proof of, theories, assumptions, or personal interpretations, not grounded in Torah or verified by witnesses. Yahuah warns against speaking presumptuously. Deuteronomy 18:20-22. But the prophet which shall presume to speak a word in my name, which I have not commanded him to speak, even that prophet shall unalive. Proverbs 30:5-6. Every word of Yahuah is pure. Add thou not unto his words, lest he reprove thee, and thou be found a liar. Leaders must stick to what is written, what is confirmed, and what edifies the body, not speculation, extra scriptural fantasies, or ego-driven teachings. Yahuah requires obedience, not popularity or titles. Yahuah did not call leaders to be celebrities or motivational speakers, but faithful messengers of his word. That word is rooted in obedience, not endless talk. Deuteronomy 6:6-9. And these words, which I command thee this day, shall be in thine heart, and thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house. Bind them for a sign upon thine hand. The people of Yahuah were to be constantly reminded of the Torah, not motivational quotes, not entertainment, not fleshly wisdom. True leaders echo the heart of Yahuah. Obey my voice. What did they teach on the Shabbat in the early assembly? Before there were the New Testament writings, what we now call the renewed covenant, what did the early believers hear on Shabbat? Acts 15:21. For Moses of old time hath in every city them that preach him, being read in the synagogues every Shabbat day. On Shabbat, they read from the Torah and the prophets, the foundation of Yahuah's word. That is what YAHUSHA taught from. That is what the apostles taught from. Luke 4:16-17. And as his custom was, he went into the synagogue on the Shabbat day and stood up for to read. And there was delivered unto him the book of the prophet Isaiah. Even YAHUSHA himself read from the prophets and upheld the Torah. So why today are leaders avoiding the Torah, or worse, teaching that it's done away with? The leadership standard is higher, not lower. James 3:1. My brethren, be not many masters, knowing that we shall receive the greater condemnation. To lead is to be accountable. You must be grounded in truth. You must be transparent, pure in heart, and submitted to Yahuah, not lording over the flock, but guiding it gently. Titus 1:7-9. For a bishop must be blameless, not self-willed, not soon angry, holding fast the faithful word as he hath been taught, that he may be able by sound doctrine both to exhort and to convince the gainsayers. This is the model, not men making up teachings to build their platforms, but servants of the word, speaking only what Yahuah has already spoken. If you are in leadership, this is a loving but firm reminder. Your role is to serve, to speak only what Yahuah has said, and to continually direct his people back to his Torah, his commandments, and his covenant. Ecclesiastes 12:13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Elohim and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Yahuah is calling for true shepherds, not wolves, not entertainers, not speculators, but those who will feed his sheep with the bread of life, the truth, and the Torah. Come back to the foundation. Lead with humility. Teach with fear. Serve with love. Micah 6:8. He hath showed thee, O man, what is good, and what doth Yahuah require of thee, but to do justly, and to love mercy, and to walk humbly with thy Elohim. Shalom, strength, and boldness to all who lead in righteousness. May Yahuah keep you, correct you, and guide your words. It is so.